Stan Bryzelak, welcome to GunGab.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
GunGab is a show about life and guns, and I don't think we talk enough about life and guns, and I think it's a taboo subject. And
Right.
this is our striving to regularize and normalize gun ownership, gun usage. You have never owned a gun. You've possessed a gun in the past or not?
Yes. I've owned guns, shotguns, hunting guns.
You have purchased a gun?
I have, yes.
What did you purchase?
I purchased a Winchester 12 gauge shotgun.
Right. And I will tell our audience, such as it is, that we are both New Yorkers, and that that for better or for worse, I met you, you met me at First Baptist Church.
Yep.
And so we're church buddies and fairly close residentially, especially a month and a half ago. Now less so. But you said, tell me again the kinds of guns that you purchased in the past.
Well, so I don't know if a BB gun counts. That was my first.
That's a water gun. That's a glorified water gun.
Right. So that was what my dad bought me that when I was very young, very much like the Christmas story. And I actually did shoot, and it bounced off and hit me in the eye. I couldn't believe it. When I saw that movie, I was like, that happened to me.
Wait, you shot a BB gun?
Yes. And it bounced off the target. I watched it bounce off the target right back into my eye. I don't know if you remember the movie. He did the same thing, and it broke his glasses. And he had to make a big lie so that he didn't have to admit it.
I know of the movie. I know the tongue on the flagpole, but part of the famousness of the movie you're saying is that he aspired a BB gun, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Well, that's his whole mission, to get this BB gun for Christmas. That's the whole mission of the movie.
And the first thing he does is to fire it into a what?
I think I don't remember what he was shooting at exactly, but somehow it like ricocheted and hit him right in the eyeglasses, and it broke his eyeglasses. But I didn't wear glasses as a kid, so it just hit me right in the eye.
Oh, now did it do damage?
No, I think it hit right where my eye was not open, like just below. It stung.
That taught you some respect for the gun, didn't it?
Maybe.
Yes, of course it did. It almost put out your eye.
Yeah, that's true. I just thought that was just like the craziest, like that'll never happen again. How could that happen again?
What were you firing at? What did it ricochet off of, the BB?
I had just a piece of plywood set up with a target on it.
And the BB went, how many feet away did the BB go before it hit and then came back to you?
Oh, I don't know, 15, 20 feet.
The BB bounced 15 feet and then came back 15 feet?
Yeah. It was far enough away, I actually could see it coming back toward my eye.
Boy, you have good reaction skills, good eyesight. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things, it just happened.
And so you owned you purchased a BB gun, or it was purchased for you?
Yeah, my dad got it for me for Christmas. And then he actually bought me my next gun. It was a little a 410 shotgun, which is like the smallest gauge shotgun you can buy. It's very, very tiny little. It's almost like a rifle barrel. It's that small. Usually shotguns, they have a much bigger round barrel.
And and you and I have chatted about guns before, and you said previously that if you're shooting at birds,
yes,
a shotgun is not a bad thing to have.
No, exactly. I think that's what they were made for. Just because for that reason, it spreads, and it doesn't take much to kill a bird, and you don't have to be like a dead eye crack shot where you only have one tiny little bullet head or whatever that has to hit the bird.
Did you tell me that you went hunting with your dad?
Yes. And that was the whole purpose. He bought me that gun, and had to go to class, a full day of gun training because I was underage. I was 13 or 14. You had to be 16 to get an actual hunting license and be, you're permitted to hunt with a gun. So I had to go get a certificate saying I attended the safety class. And then, then we started hunting, which, that's a very, very distinct memory in my head, going out in the fall, walking through the corn stalks, walking through the woods, with all those fall smells and sight. It was very, very memorable.
Dumb question. Is that a pleasant memory?
Yeah.
Was there anything scary about it?
Was there anything? I don't remember anything. Like I never actually killed anything. So, there was never anything traumatic involved.
Name the types of animals that you have fired at and tried to kill.
Pheasant, rabbit, squirrel. Trying to think if there was anything else. Maybe a raccoon once. But what it was? We thought it was a raccoon. It turned out to just be a clump of leaves.
But never a deer.
No, I never shot at a deer. I went deer hunting a few times, but no.
So you had deer in Michigan, of course.
Yeah, a lot of deer.
And is there deer season? Was there deer season back in the day?
Yes.
Because kind of sort of they overpopulate at times.
Oh yeah. They could. They multiply quite quickly, and there's not a lot of natural predators. Especially like in Michigan. So yeah, they. I guess they really do kind of need that hunting season just to thin it out, thin out the herds.
Interesting.
Population.
That's interesting. I've known of that equation, but that does, the gun naysayers will say, well, we don't need hunters. We'll just, and I wonder what they have. They have to, it's either poison or, what do you do to reduce the population of a nuisance of an animal that's lovely, but has become a million of them. They have become a nuisance. What do you do?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's, like in the natural woods or whatever, I don't think it's a problem. But when you start, as there are now, there are a lot more homes infiltrating some of these areas that used to be quite dense and thick with woods and wildlife. So those people are complaining about, the deer come in and eat their vegetable gardens and whatever else they have, growing.
Did your dad have to lean on you much to go hunting, or did you lean into it and you enjoyed it and you looked forward to it?
Oh no, I leaned into it. Yeah, I look forward to it very much.
Did you ever say, Dad, let's go hunting?
Oh yeah. Or yeah, when are we going to go hunting?
Ooh, that's cool. And you said that you had a pretty good record with clay pigeons, correct?
Yes. Yeah. It was hard for me to miss a clay pigeon.
Why?
I don't know. I think I just got too excited, if it was something live and flying.
Yeah.
And they probably didn't fly quite as trying to think now. And I don't know, have you ever hunted pheasant?
No.
So when you kick one up, they make quite a noise. It's startling. Their wings and it's like between their wings flapping really hard and their wings hitting like corn stalks and things when they get startled, it's loud. And you're like, whoa, what, before you realize that it's, already in the air and has gone 20 yards.
Have you ever eaten pheasant?
Yeah. It's been a long time.
Does it taste like chicken?
Kind of. It's a little, gamier and a little, a lot of mostly dark meat.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Have you ever, have you been hunting and someone has killed a pheasant and you have seen it stripped down?
I don't think pheasant, I don't think I've seen a pheasant dressed, because I think, you just, with a pheasant, you just throw it in your little, you have that little game bag or whatever on the back of your vest.
Yes.
And, they would just do it when they got home. So I never really saw a pheasant dressed up that I can remember.
Because pheasants are birds.
I have seen a rabbit dressed, huh?
Oh, you've seen a rabbit dressed?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's a dead rabbit, and you stretch it out, and you cut and you pull off skin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
See, I'm not very squeamish. I don't I don't mind killing a pheasant or a whatever. The bigger and more Bambi-ish it is, the more squeamish you can get. But like a rabbit or a fish, for example, or a bird, I would not mind dressing it. I would not mind learning how to dress it. I would lean into it. Dissecting a frog back in the day in school, I didn't mind that. It just seems very. What's the big deal? It's just a dead frog.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think dressing like something like a deer, that would be a little different.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're just a big.
Yeah, the big old animal that you have to
Holy mackerel. Yeah, you don't want to waste it. You don't want to. Yeah. Have you? Oh, when's the last time you recall going hunting with your dad and or shooting a gun?
Oh my gosh.
And this was all in Michigan. You've never fired a weapon outside of Michigan, have you?
No, I have not.
Yeah.
That was all in Michigan. Yeah. So I haven't. I mean, last time I went hunting was probably with my cousins, and it was oh my gosh, over at least 40 years ago, more than 40 years ago.
Okay. And do you remember what you were hunting?
Yes, we were hunting pheasant, or anything that moved.
Yeah.
Now,
if I paid for your flight and everything, and in other words, if I took away the disincentives, would you want to go hunting even clay pigeons? Is that something that is a pleasant thing that you would go, oh yeah, let's do that in Michigan? And we fly out to Michigan, we arrange everything. Everything is cut and dried. Is that a thing that you would enjoy doing, or for whatever?
Yeah, I definitely like just shooting like clay pigeons. Yeah, that was fun. Hunting, I don't know. I don't really feel so zealous for killing anything anymore.
as if you did back in the day, right?
Yeah.
You said that you not killed, that you hit 19 out of 20 clay pigeons, correct?
One day I did, yes. Well, I was actually having a little side competition with a friend of mine, and he kept up. He hit like very close to that. I was shocked. We were both, having such a high success rate, or
Wow.
He hit like 17 or 18 or something like that. It was unbelievable.
So after you, and we don't have much time left, name the other 2 or 3 guns that you have owned.
So I mentioned the 410 single shot shotgun, that, and then I had the Winchester 12 gauge. And that was it. I had 3. Well, if you count a BB gun, 3, really only 2.
Yeah.
2 actual guns.
Anything that can put your eye out, is a gun. So I say it's not a glorified water gun after all. Stan, you have been a wonderful guest on GunGab, and thank you, and God bless you in New York City. And Owen, traveling when are you going back to Michigan?
When?
Yes.
I'm not sure. We don't have any solid plans to go back, but I don't know. We're not sure.
I recommend clay pigeons.
Okay.
See you, man.
All right, Joe. Thanks a lot.